Week 12 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. The first pitcher, Mayo Mikolas of the St. Louis Cardinals. Mikolas got off to a slow start early in the season, but now he's been one of the best pitchers in all fantasy baseball over the last month on the season. 84 and third, 5-6 record, 64 Ks, a 4.59 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, and 9 quality starts. But the last month of the season, it's been lights out, 2-1 record, 36 and a third, 29 Ks, a 2.48 ERA, 0.72 WHIP, and 5 quality starts. Mikolas, one of the hottest pickups off the waiver wire this week, still surprisingly out there in 71% of fantasy leagues. But I always say this in the videos, if you could pick someone up and flip him in a deal for a player that has more consistency or a team need more than a starting pitcher, this would be the time to do it. So the last few games, June 5th, Houston, 6 innings, got the win, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 Ks, a quality start. June 11th versus the Pirates, 7 innings, no decision, a hit, no runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. And June 16th at the Cubs, another gem, 6 and a third, got the win, 4 hits, a run, 5 Ks, a quality start. So Mikolas definitely turned his season around the last month and a half with 5 quality starts in a row. And he's going out there, and this St. Louis Cardinal team changed their season around, where they were pretty much a team that looked like it was going to be a lost season, and now have found their way into a wild card spot, even though we know there's still 90 games left in the season. But right now, while Mikolas is hitting on all cylinders, and he's a pitcher I just don't see holding up to these levels the whole season. He's a sell-high candidate this week. The next pitcher, Jack Flaherty of the Detroit Tigers. So Flaherty, we know health's always been an issue for him, but he was a former ace for the St. Louis Cardinals. And this season, he's pitched well in his first year with the Tigers. 77 and 2/3, 4-4 record, 100 Ks, a 3.01 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, and 9 quality starts. So his Ks per 9, very good number, no doubt about it, for Jack Flaherty. In the last month of the season, he's been one of the best pitchers as well. 29 innings, 4-1 record, 37 Ks, a 1.55 ERA, 0.79 WHIP, and 3 quality starts. But I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, unfortunately, for Flaherty, where, like I said, he's been injured a whole lot throughout the last few seasons. I know, like I said, he was a former ace for the Cardinals, and he does pitch in a weak division, obviously, in the AL Central with a lot of bad hitting teams. But I just don't see Flaherty keeping it up at these numbers. And for the most part, he's been a 5-6 inning pitcher at best. May 30th at Boston, 6 2/3, got the win. A hit, no runs, a walk, 9 Ks, a quality start. June 4th at Texas, 5 innings, got the win. 2 hits in that one, 4 Ks. And June 15th at Houston, 5 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 6 Ks. So Flaherty, he hasn't given up an earned run in the last 3 outings, and I just don't see him keeping it up at this pace. I know June 21st, a great matchup versus the White Sox, the worst team in Major League Baseball, but after that, he would definitely be a sell-high candidate. So if he goes out there once again, Flaherty, and pitches another gem, his value will go up even more, and there's a possibility he could get a pitcher and a bat in a deal. If someone's desperate enough for starting pitching, the next pitcher, Ronaldo Lopez of the Atlanta Braves. So after being a bullpen guy over the last few seasons and bouncing around the league with the White Sox, Los Angeles Angels, and the Guardians, now Ronaldo Lopez, the Braves signed him in the offseason, stretched him out in spring training, and he's been one of the best starters in all Major League Baseball. 69 in the third, 4-2 record, 70 Ks, a 1.69 ERA on the season, a 1.04 WHIP, and 8 quality starts. I know he's obviously on a solid Brave team. Even with the injuries, I still believe this Brave team is one of the better teams in all Major League Baseball. Even with Acuna and Strider out for the season, and Ronaldo Lopez, he's already passed the amount of innings this season than he pitched last year. And I don't believe he's going to keep it up at this rate. So right now, well, he's pitching lights out, like I said, having a monster season with an ERA under 2, which I definitely don't see holding up. One of the tougher divisions in the NL East, obviously, with the Philadelphia Phillies. Even the New York Mets and Nationals have been playing better of late as well. I just don't think Lopez is going to keep it up at this rate. And this Brave team, they've been up and down of late as well. So right now, his value is even more valuable as well, qualifying at starter and reliever. May 31st versus Oakland, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 8 Ks, a quality start. June 6th at Washington, 6 innings, no decision, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 7 Ks, a quality start. And June 13th at the O's, another big game, 6 innings, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, a walk, 8 Ks, a quality start. So no doubt about it, Lopez is going out there and he's pitching gems and putting up numbers, and he's a Cy Young candidate right now. But like I said, him hitting that wall where he hasn't had a workload like this in many seasons, I think it's a possibility. And he has another great outing tomorrow versus the Detroit Tigers. But after that, I definitely would sell him high if he goes out there once again and has another great performance. Next pitcher, Jake Irvin, staying in the same division of the Washington Nationals. So Irvin coming into the year, he barely made the rotation as the fifth starter. But now with injuries and Irvin pitching good on the year, he's going to stick, I would think, for the remainder of the season in this Nat rotation. On the year, 81 innings, 5-5 record, 69 Ks, a 3 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, and 9 quality starts. And over the last month of the season, 3-1 record, 30 and a third, 31 Ks, a 1.48 ERA, 0.92 WHIP, and 5 quality starts. So Irvin, he's still available in tons of fantasy leagues, which is surprising as well, in 44%. So right now, another pitcher where you could pick him up off the waiver wire, like I said early in the video, like Mikolas, and trade him for someone with more of a track record and more consistency. So Irvin, he did pitch a lot last season in the bigs, over 120 innings, but this year, I just don't believe he's going to hold it up at this pace, especially in a tough division with the Braves and Phillies, two great hitting teams, even though he's pitched well versus those teams this season. So June 2nd at Cleveland, 6 innings, got the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. June 7th versus the Braves, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. And June 12th at the Tigers, 6 innings, got the win in that one. 6 hits, a run, a walk, 5 Ks, a quality start. Tonight, middle of the pack matchup versus the Diamondbacks, even though their hitting's starting to hit a little bit. But like I said, Irvin's been pitching lights out over the last month of the season. 5 quality starts in a row, going deeper into games, and he's been a bright spot in this Washington National rotation. But just like I said, I don't know if he's going to keep it up the whole season. And also as well, he's a young pitcher that the most he was stretched out was last year, over 120 innings. So right now, while Irvin's pitching good baseball, and another pitcher who you picked up off the waiver wire a few weeks ago, and now you can flip him in a deal possibly for a more consistent player, like I mentioned, this is a perfect time to sell him this week. In the 5th and final pitcher, I looked to sell and trade Matt Waldron of the San Diego Padres. So he was on the list last week and one of the hotter pickups in fantasy baseball over the last couple weeks. Here's Waldron on the year, 76 and a third, 4-6 record, 70 Ks, a 3.66 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, and 5 quality starts. And over the last month of the season, very solid, 31 and a third, 2-1 record, 25 Ks, a 1.72 ERA, 0.83 WHIP, and 4 quality starts. So Matt Waldron available still in 50% of fantasy leagues. I don't know if he's going to keep it up. And this Padre team over the last few weeks here, they're starting to free fall a little bit now, where they were winning decent amount of games, had a good lock on a wild card spot, but now they've really faltered, losing 4 games in a row. Is this San Diego Padre team? So right now, it's been tough for them to get runs for their pitchers over the last round through the rotation. And right now, Waldron, while he's pitching good, and like I said, this Padre team's free falling a little bit, and he's got a tough matchup tomorrow at the Phillies. Maybe this is a perfect time to sell him off. June 3rd at the Angels, 6 and a third, and that one, no decision. 2 hits, a run, 4 Ks, a quality start. June 8th versus Arizona, 6 innings, got the win. 3 hits, a run, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. And June 14th at the Mets, tough luck losers, 7 innings, got the loss. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks in that one, and a quality start. So Waldron, he's not much of a strikeout pitcher, more ground ball, pitch to contact pitcher as well, which could be a problem for him down the line this season. And last year, he only pitched 41 innings, so he's another guy that could be hitting the wall as well as the season keeps going on. So right now, while he's pitching good baseball, and I just don't like the way this Padre team's been playing, with a tough matchup tomorrow at the Philadelphia Phillies, I think Matt Waldron, he's a pitcher I would sell high because a lot of things aren't going the Padres' way, and I don't think he's going to hold it up as well, where only 41 in the third last season and already 76 in the third. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade for Week 12 of the fantasy baseball season.